On this episode of the Twin Falls TravelCast,
Going base jumping.
Woohoo! We're flying high and falling fast as we check out base jumping from the world-famous Perrine Bridge. We'll also take you on a tour of the magnificent walking trails along the Snake River Canyon rim, and we'll tell you about lots of other great things to see and do right nearby. It's all coming up on the Twin Falls TravelCast.
Three, two, one, please.
Base jumping is the sport of using a parachute to jump from fixed objects. The word base stands for building, antenna, span, like the Perrine Bridge in Twin Falls, and earth, like a cliff or other natural formation. This extreme sport gained popularity around the late 1970s, and at 486 feet high, the Perrine Bridge is the only man-made structure in the U.S. where base jumping is allowed year-round without a permit. It's a popular destination for base jumping enthusiasts from around the world, who sometimes lovingly call it Potato Bridge. In 2005, local resident and pro base jumper Miles Daisher jumped off the bridge 57 times in 24 hours, hiking out of the canyon each time and setting a world record. The event gained national attention from the sports press.
The reason I base jump is because I have found out of skiing and skydiving and bungee jumping and mountain biking and climbing and ice climbing and all that, base jumping is the coolest thing you could ever possibly do with yourself, and I just will never stop. It's so much fun.
As part of the Red Bull Air Force, Miles is able to travel all over the country to base jumping exhibitions where he meets up with colleagues and friends in this fringe sport.
Woo! Yeah!
But he makes Twin Falls his home. With community support and year-round access to the bridge without needing permits, Miles jumps almost every day, and he constantly runs into fellow jumpers from around the world.
You meet people that have come from Norway. I know people that come from Australia, and then you see them again the next year and the next year, and it's really great to have everybody come back and then meet. And hey, there's another one there now. Hey Charlie, what's happening, dude? I haven't seen you in a while. Awesome, rad. See, it just brings everyone together. I'm fired up. I haven't seen that kid in a while.
Yeah, Miles.
Hey Charlie. Yeah. Dude, what, 2-3 years now?
That's right.
Yeah, buddy.
Could jump the Perrine Bridge.
You're all packed up and ready, I hope.
I am.
Nice.
It's a really nice place to go where we don't feel so pressured about jumping, and we're not hiding, and it's more of a freedom type of jump, able to express yourself a little bit more.
Lots of other visitors have met at the Perrine Bridge over its history. The bridge was officially opened to traffic in 1927, and at the time was the highest bridge in the world. It was one of the many inspirations of, and is named after, I.B. Perrine, an Idaho farmer, rancher, and businessman who is credited as the founder of Twin Falls. In 1893, Perrine convinced investors to build a dam and canal system on the Snake River for irrigation, and the entire surrounding area became an agricultural giant. Now, more than 100 years later, visitors flock to the Perrine Bridge to watch these aerial daredevils do their thing. And every September, Miles Daisher helps host the Perrine Bridge Festival, a 3-day celebration of history and recreation whose partial proceeds benefit local children in need.
And we get to show our tricks to the people in town here, and they come out and they get to celebrate the bridge in a variety of ways, not only watching base jumping shows and paragliders and skydivers and that kind of thing. We have kayak races underneath the bridge, canoe races. There's a fun run called the Rim to Rim Run, which is really good for you. You get to run down the grade across the canyon and then up the grade on the other side and finish coming across the beautiful bridge here.
Plenty to do if you're planning a trip to the area in September. Just visit twinfallschamber.com for a schedule of events. And a reminder too, if you're watching or listening to the TravelCast from our site, that you can always subscribe to the TravelCast through iTunes right from the webpage for videos, iTunes audio, or MP3 player, or all three. There's another great activity connected directly to the Perrine Bridge. It's the Canyon Rim Trail, which provides intimate access to one of the most spectacular views in the West as it winds its way along the Snake River Canyon. Twin Falls Parks and Recreation Director Dennis Boyer.
We have approximately about 5 miles of Canyon Rim Trail that are just unbelievable. Used to be, still some people, I think they just drive across the Perrine Bridge and, yeah, there's a canyon, no big deal. You talk to a tourist and they go, oh my God, I can't believe, look at this thing out here. This is absolutely gorgeous. You come up out of Shoshone Falls along the trail, you see different views of the falls that you don't see by the main overlook. This spring when we had near record flows, we had tons of water going over, tons of people going down there. When you're at the main overlook, you feel that power of that falls. You get wet, you feel that power. But if you walk up along the trail, you get a different view. You see just how huge it is.
Enjoy Shoshone Falls. Enjoy wildlife, mountain ranges. Play a round of golf. Even take your dog for a dip, all within minutes of Twin Falls. Find out more about the area's parks and trails at tfid.org. Access to the Canyon Rim Trail System is available from many Twin Falls hotels. To see a list of accommodations or to book a room, log on to twinfallschamber.com. And when walking the trails and watching the base jumpers have you longing for a great meal, there are plenty of options right up Blue Lakes Boulevard, minutes from the canyon. Or if shopping is your thing, the Magic Valley Mall is close by as well. So get organized and plan your trip to the Twin Falls area right now with some help from the Twin Falls TravelCast. Thanks for joining us, and don't forget to subscribe for free using iTunes at twinfallschamber.com.